A few weeks ago, I found myself thinking something that had nothing to do with money. My one daughter is moving 15 hours away in a few weeks. My other daughter goes to college that's 10 hours away. And I was thinking about something that hit me. I don't necessarily want more money. What I want the most is options. I want the ability to be able to visit them whenever I want. I want the freedom to say yes. I started to ask myself a question that I couldn't stop thinking about, and that is, I make pretty good money at my job, but why do I find myself having to look at other options? Because from the outside, my life probably looks pretty good. I have a job, I built a career, I've worked hard my entire life. So why would I spend my evenings learning marketing, creating videos on YouTube, and building a business? And that's what I want to talk about today, because I don't think I'm the only person that's asked themselves that question. And if we haven't met yet, my name is Kim, and on this channel, I'm documenting my journey of building an online business after 50 as a busy mama 5, grandma to 1, 3 kids in college, because I wanted more control and more options for my future. Not because I want some flashy lifestyle. And not because I'm bored, right? But simply because I no longer want my future completely dependent on a single paycheck. If you're someone like me, you're a woman over 50 who has worked hard, built a career, and is looking for a way to create more options for the next chapter of your life, then you're in the right place. For most of my life, I've believed what many of us were taught. Go to school, get a good job, work hard, stay loyal, right? Save what you can and you'll be able to retire someday. And honestly, I tried to do all of those things. But life, as we all know, doesn't always go according to plan. There have been layoffs. My husband had cancer. Then last year he had a heart attack. So there have been a plenty of medical bills that were completely unexpected. There have been layoffs, 3 of them in the last 10 years alone between the both of us. There's nothing worse than life finally going according to plan and then having a major financial setback. And that's the one lesson that I think keeps coming back to me. Having a good income isn't the same as financial security, because financial security that depends on a paycheck isn't really security, it's dependence. And I know that sounds so uncomfortable to hear. It was uncomfortable for me to hear as well. And what I started to notice was many women around my age look perfectly fine from the outside. We have careers, homes, responsibilities, retirement accounts, everything looks good. But underneath, a lot of us are worried. We're worried about retirement because maybe there's just not enough in there. Worried about inflation, we're layoffs. And there's nothing worse than being laid off in your 50s. Because I'm sorry, ageism is a thing. I've experienced it. And my husband experienced it when we both were laid off in our 50s. And I'm sure you have your own story. And if you care to share, I would love to hear about your story in the comments below. But for me, I'm worried about healthcare, especially with all the medical issues that we've had to experience in the last 15 years. And I worry whether we will have enough. And most importantly, I'm worried about running out of time. Time in life, time with family, time with doing the things that I want to do, and time with the people that we love. Because once your kids are over 18 and they're out on their own, you realize that those years matter. You realize that time is no longer unlimited. And that's what led me to start for looking for another path. And I started probably researching just like you did. I went online, right? You go to Google, you type in how to make more money or online business or side hustles, right? But I kept coming back to the same conclusion. I knew that I didn't want another job. I needed another asset. I needed skills that I owned that nobody could take away. And I wanted skills that weren't necessarily tied to one company. So I started to learn how having an online business, like how it works, about content creation and marketing, audience building. And one thing that I want to say is we all start from nothing. I'm not a marketing major. I didn't do marketing in my career, but here I am doing a YouTube video. So if I can do this, you can do this too. And we all start from having zero audience, not having a freaking clue about anything. So when I was in my 20s, freedom probably meant something completely different. But today, freedom means being able to visit my daughters whenever I want to. It means having choices and not feeling trapped. And knowing that if something happens unexpectedly, I can be gone in a whim and not even have to worry about asking my boss for permission. And that's the future that I'm trying to build. Now, let me be clear. I still work full time. Okay, so I'm doing this along a full-time job. But the great part is when you have specific things in place, I want you to think about having an online business not as something that you have to work another 8 hours a day on, which a lot of people fall into that trap. They think, if I have an online business, I have to work another 5 to 8 hours on top of my full-time job. And I want to tell you, if you're over 50 and you're like me, you're exhausted, you're burned out. So the last thing you need to do is spend another 5 to 10 hours or 5 to 8 hours every single night working on this. Because again, if you follow the right path, you can literally do this just with 2 hours a day. And the best part is you can break this throughout your day. So maybe you have 30 minutes before you start working your job. You can work your business. Your hour lunch break during your job, there are things that you can do to work your business during that hour. Simple little tasks that you can do. Because I get it, you are busy and you're tired. So I'm building this in real time. I'm learning all the time. I'm testing things. I make mistakes, but I'm growing. And that's exactly what this channel is about. And I'm taking you behind the scenes about how to build an online business after 50 as a woman. And if you're a guy, don't worry, we're not leaving you out either. So if you are interested in creating more freedom, more options, and more control over your future, what I have is a free resource. It's called the Free Formula Blueprint, and you can get that in the link below. But this is the same blueprint that helped me understand how online business, skill building, how to earn multiple streams of income can work together to create more opportunities over time, even opportunities you never knew existed. You can grab it in the link below this video. So if you ever found yourself thinking, I make great money, but I really do not feel secure, or I don't want to work forever, or I want more options for the next chapter of my life, you are exactly who I created this channel for. So make sure you subscribe, because every day, Monday through Friday, at least that's my goal, I'm going to upload a video to share with you what I'm learning, what I'm building. So hopefully the goal is you take a little bit from this video and this video, and you create your own options, you create your own freedom, and you create your own business so that you have more control over your future, specifically your financial future. And I want to ask you, if you're still watching this video, let me know in the comments, what is the biggest reason you're interested in building an online business as a woman if you're over 50? Is it more income? Is it just to retire? Is it freedom? Maybe it's because of your family, you're getting pulled in a million different directions because you have aging parents, but your kids still need you. Or maybe you just want more options. I'm going to read every comment, so please let me know below. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.